Hello, this is me, Codea Dev, and I'm giving you an important and great update. So Codea is now free. So if you go to the App Store, you can now actually download Codea free of charge, and you'll be able to code up Codea projects. I do want to say this that there are going to be some limitations if you're on the free plan, but if you're just wanting to create a games just on Codea, there's no limits on the coding. Except on the amount of lines you can code, but I'll go to that later. And you can see this is the full report of what happening. Did some improvements, and you'll see that Codea is now free. So if I go to this video I have in my photos, this actually demonstrates what Codea would look like because I can't go to my Codea since I'm already on the pro version. So if you're on the free version, you would see this icon over here saying to get pro. Pro allows you to do extra stuff. One of the things you can do is iCloud support. You see these icons over here, this cloud icon over here. This represents iCloud support. So if you want to be able to save to the iCloud, you need to have a pro version. So note, this shows that pro is not like gonna limit the actual code you have. It just gives you extra features and makes it more friendly to use. It also, to export to Xcode, you also need to pay for pro. So if you want to actually put your game inside of the App Store, you need to pay for pro. But I do want to say this, that Apple does require you to pay $100 a year to go to the App Store. So regardless, even if you don't want to pay for pro, you still do need to pay to go to the App Store. So I don't think like the price of pro is too much to ask for that one. Also, if you want to use Shader Lab and also collections, you also need pro. I just want to let this know. And if you also want to use Code, which allows you to type your code inside of Visual Studio on your computer, your Windows, Mac, and then display it on Codea, you also do need pro for that one. But these aren't just like requirements. You don't need this to learn to code. These are like handy features that help you improve your your coding style, and makes it a lot better. Also, one important thing I do want to mention is that Codea, if you're on the free version, you will have a code limit. So I think it's 500. Maybe it might be different when you do it, but this doesn't mean that you can't code more than 500 lines of code. 500 lines of code. Let me play this. If you see, it just means that each time once you reach 500 lines of code, you'll have this almost pop-up coming up saying that it's almost like like a 5-second unskippable ad, which basically advertises the pro version. This is when you reach 500 lines of code, which can be very annoying once you keep doing it. But by then you probably know how Codea works, and see, you can probably try out if pro version is good for you. And also you have notes and extra stuff. This is just extra stuff that pro can do. I do want to open up Codea, so I'm not on the pro version. And you can see this is the actual Codea version. If you're on the pro version, you have all access to every of these stuff. You have, for me, I can support Codea if I want to. I can get the collections. Collections just allow me to add extra stuff. Like for me, I can have an extra folder. I can also go and open up the iCloud stuff. This is an editor I'm working on. And I can go and export to Xcode, which is not available on the free version. So I do want to say that Codea, if you just want to learn to code on the iPad and you just want to try things out, Codea Pro is perfect for you because it allows you to now try out Codea. Not really try out, use it. You can even use it. Unlimited projects, unlimited stuff. Just not the lines of code. The lines of code are not unlimited. But 500 lines of code is very generous. For my Flappy Bird clone, I don't even think this is the first project I ever created inside of Codea. I don't even think this reached. I'll play it. I don't think this project even reached 500 lines of code. So this, if you're just trying to get started with Codea, this is just a perfect time. You don't have to pay anything. You can just try it all out, and it just works flawlessly. If you check my channel, I also have a tutorial series. I do think it exceeds 500 lines of code, but the first few lines of code will get you. The first few episodes don't exceed the 500 line limit, and it allows you to get used to Codea and what it can do. So if you're interested in learning to code on your iPad and you just haven't been able to try it out because it's not free, or you just you don't have the money, now you can go and try out Codea for free of charge. And check my tutorial series. It will be pinned on the top on the top right, you'll be able to see it, and you'll see that, to learn Codea. And hopefully you enjoy it. Please check out the Discord. I'm always there, and have a good day. Thank you.